Hey guys, I thought I should catch up with you guys since I don't know what to put up this week, and plus I'll be starting school soon, and I know I will definitely be really busy then. So recently I've gone on a couple day trips with friends. Last weekend I went to Japantown with one of my friends. It's a total mess. So I had to take the train from my hometown to the city to go to Japantown. So we had planned it a couple days in advance, and I had thought that my friend said that we should meet up on Sunday. But she said Saturday, and it was my fault for misreading. And so on the Saturday, I had gone to Costco with my mom, and she had messaged me around 11 when we had just gotten to Costco that there was a lot of traffic, and I thought she just meant, oh, like she's swinging by our hometown to visit, I don't know, her parents or something. And so I just messaged her back like, oh, are you back in our hometown? And in Costco, there wasn't any reception, so I wasn't able to get back to her really quickly, and she was really confused. And she messaged me around 11:30ish that she had arrived at Japantown, and I didn't get the message because I didn't have any reception. And it wasn't until about 12 o'clock when we left that I got her message, and I felt really guilty because I had misunderstood, and I thought we were going on Sunday, and I was usually by train it's an hour away, and so I messaged her saying like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, I'm still at our hometown, I thought you said it was tomorrow. And I felt really guilty. We got home. My dad had stayed home and told them like I feel really bad that I misunderstood, since he was gonna give me a ride to the train station, and he told me just ask her if she's gonna be there for a while, and or it'll give you enough time to go meet up with her even though it's late. And so I made plans to meet with her even though I was gonna be super late. So she went to go have lunch. My mom dropped me off at the train station, and the train station was having a lot of delays. I got on the next available train, which was just arrived when I got to the platform, but I had to wait like 5 minutes for the train to leave, and it was not the correct train that I needed. It was really weird. They were probably doing repairs or something, but I had to get off at, let's just say, station A, and then take a bus to station B to get on the correct train to go to the city. And it was a whole mess. That added 15-20 minutes to the trip. And then once I got to the city, I had to take another bus to get to Japantown. So it took me about an hour 30 to meet up with my friend. I got to Japantown. There was a street festival going on, so we just walked around. We went to this cafe in Japantown that had matcha desserts. Matcha is basically just green tea powder, and it's a lot more flavorful than regular green tea. So we just got desserts, walked around a while. In late afternoon, we got a little hungry, so we walked about a mile to this Korean tapas restaurant. So we got food. It was a really small shop, so we just walked to a local park and ate there. And it was a really small park, and I had like a couple moms and their kids just playing. And there's this this old homeless guy who was just there, and he was peeing into a car. I don't know why. We both paused. It was really gross, and we were in the middle of eating our meal. Just disgusting. After we finished our meal, we walked back to Japantown. I walked her to her car so she can drive back to her college town, and then I was gonna take the bus to the train station and then go home. So like I got back to around where the train station was, and I was gonna go into the big mall next to the train station to get my parents some macaroons since they've never had that before. I actually, the little kiosk that I knew sold macaroons in the mall had shut down. Like, they were no longer in business. But by the time I got to the area, it was already about 6:45, 7-ish. So I called my parents to let them know that I was going to be on the way home. And this was about 7 p.m. And so by this time I had forgotten that I had to transfer trains. And I got to station B, and then I took the bus to station A to get on the train. And there wasn't a direct line to my hometown, so I had to take another train that was going roughly the same direction, but would split to a different direction at a certain transfer station. And so I just got on that one. It took forever, and then I got to the transfer station at 8 p.m. and I got off to get on the correct train to my hometown. And I got off and I looked at the electronic board to see how long I had to wait for the correct train, and it wasn't on the board. I was really nervous because where I was a 30-minute drive away from my hometown, and I knew my parents couldn't come pick me up because my cousin was at our house to discuss her wedding stuff with my parents. And so I went downstairs to talk to the train operator, and no one's in the little station thing for me to talk to, but there's, I guess, another employee like wandering around. And I asked him like, well, how much longer till like X train gets here? I need to get home. And he checked the system, and I had to wait 32 minutes for that train. I was frustrated because it took me an hour to get to the transfer station that which normally should have just taken about 35-40 minutes, and I had to wait an extra 30 minutes at 8 p.m. And so I just walked upstairs to the platform, and I called my parents like to let them know, hey, like I have to wait an extra 30 minutes for the train, so I'll call you when I'm nearby. And so I waited. By the time I got picked up at the train station at my hometown and got to my home, it was already 9 p.m. So it took me 2 hours to get home when it should have taken at most an hour and 5 minutes. So I was just so frustrated. My other day trip was pretty uneventful. I met up with a friend that I hadn't talked to or seen in a year. So it was really nice to see her. And we walked around, had lunch, just caught up with what we had been up to in the year that we hadn't seen each other. And it was just a really nice day to just reconnect with someone that I hadn't talked to in a while. So yeah.